so these are the banners that we can expect for next year, pretty much. But there might be some changes because of the way things happen. Like, this was essentially the year that JP had, there was COVID, so JP's schedule was a bit bare, but we'll see how it goes next year for us in NA or the global server. So let's see. But yeah, there's a lot of servants that I forgot that are going to be releasing next year, but that's probably because I don't really have a plan to get them, but no, that's not the tool I need. Wait 1 second, chat. I'm just looking for something. All right. So here we go. Wait, let me just move this to the side so at least I can keep that on view. All right, so I'm on the right screen, yes. So for January, we have Yan Gifei. I don't know if I will be rolling for her. She is a foreigner, single target. Her main stick is, burn damage, but, damage over time, And then, of course, the lucky, the GSSR, or, New Year banner. We could probably go through this list, but I'll probably do that later. After we go through this, but there's the GSSR. And then we have the Enmate rerun, which has Benny, Enma, and Tamamo on raid up, which is great. Well, I believe there are more servants on raid up, but and then also part 2 is Li Shuen and Tomoe. And then the reason why we have Osaka Behime and Cleopatra on raid up is because the Amazonas event, featuring, Penth, CEO Penth. So the second half of January is going to be that event. It is a tower climb event, so the whole 100 floor tower climb. Although I think it's 200 floors for this event, so that's going to be in January. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, I could roll for Yang, but I don't really need a single target foreigner because I have MHX. So there's really no banner in January that I personally want to roll. Okay, and then for February, let's see. Why is Salt Shinjuku? Why is this a raid up? I don't know why. Anyways, and then we have Bradamante, sure. Sei, so that's Valentines. Sei and Ereshkigal, pretty much, are the banners. I don't get why Ereshkigal always comes with a like I don't know if you've noticed this, chat, but every time Ereshkigal is on raid up, there's always a 4-star Lancer that is always on her banner. I don't know what they have against Ereshkigal, but for some reason they like to spook you with 4-star Lancers whenever you're trying to roll for Ereshkigal, which is annoying. Anyways, as going back to Sei, I don't know if I would roll for her. I would like to, but again, she's not a priority for me. Ereshkigal, I would also like to roll because Rin face. I might do maybe 1 or 2 multis, maybe, but again, not a priority because I already have Lancer Artoria and she's grailed to 100. So there's that. And then we have pretty much March. Nothing much really happens in March. Odysseus is like the Chaldea Boys event servant. And this is when all the lockdowns started to happen, so there's really not much happening in this quarter of the year, or yeah, in March, April, and May, nothing much really happens. This is when we get Lost Belt, though, so we have Dioscuri, Romulus, and, Data Lost. Oh, if you don't know why people call, this servant Data Lost, it's a story reason. Spoilers. But yeah, like, I don't feel like I would roll any of these servants. So again, these are like 2 months that I can save Saint Quartz on. So that's great. And then for May, we have the Gura Gura rerun. And the... what is that called? Requiem collab. So Voyager. Voyager is a really good unit, actually. If you like using quick comps, he has a 50% NP charge with a quick buff. So he's a good quick looper. And he's adorable as fuck. I have him on JP, but like after the event, I never used him. But then again, because in JP I don't have Scotty, so I couldn't really loop with him efficiently. But yeah, I don't think I would be I wouldn't be rolling for him. So that's already 5 months where I won't, like, there's no servant that I really want to roll for. And then we arrive in June. June is when we have the summer rerun. The problem is like this banner might get delayed, but then again it depends, because like there's really not much happening. So for all we know, we might get the summer rerun early and then have anniversary like end of June or beginning of July. Because normally the JP has their anniversary in like July or August, but with the way NA has done it, they've always had it like somewhere in between end of June or beginning of July. So we don't know what their plans is, but I'm thinking we might get like, I don't know, we'll see. If we still get like summer in June, it's gonna make me question whether I really want to try to NP5 Bunny Artoria. I'm hoping we get it, I am hoping we get the Caster Artoria banner in June, and then summer rerun is pushed to July. But that's just me. Like, I would like to like spend as much Saint Quartz as I can trying to get Caster Artoria. And like, because if the summer rerun is before the anniversary banner, I'm gonna be like hesitant to roll for more copies of Bunny Artoria, and I would like to get her to NP5. What else? In July is when we have the abysmal AOE raid up banner. Do not roll on this banner. This is not a good banner to roll. I don't know what gave them the idea this would be a good banner, but this is like the biggest bait. Basically, nobody's on raid up. I mean, sure, you can summon limited servants, but like the chances of getting the servant you want are so low, there's no point in rolling on it. But who knows, you may get lucky, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then we have the Oku rerun also in July. Should have said that to me when you rolled it on JP. I mean, I remember people telling people not to roll on it. But yeah, like that one you should avoid. So the Oku rerun is in July, and that is when Melt and King Protea get buffs. Melt gets a quick crit buff. So every time she does a quick attack, she gets a crit buff. So that makes it interesting. I forget what King Protea's buff was, but yeah, they were both good buffs for those servants. They might switch Oku rerun for the summer rerun. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But like, It depends. It really does depend. And then we can see, August was the original date for the anniversary, but that always gets pushed up. And then there's the GSSR. Sure. And then after the anniversary, we have summer. So as for the summer servants, like when I got this in JP, I was like, Kiara is great. Like, if you've seen her unique summon animation, like, but you can always look that up online. As for Kiara being a viable servant for looping, I mean, sure, but I feel like her alter ego version is still better. So yeah, that's just me. Summer Abbey, I feel like was redundant. Because they basically made another single... sorry, not a single target. They made another foreigner. They made her into another foreigner. So, I mean, sure, I guess. But, she's now AoE. You don't like this emote? Yeah. It's a good emote, though. If it gives that reaction. Better go for Kiara. Summer Kiara instant kills all the time. Instant killed 300k mobs with danger on before. Interesting. Okay. Well, when I got Summer Kiara, that was in when I got her on the summer rerun, so that was the next year, or earlier this year. So yeah. Gamer Tomoe, yeah. I mean, I tried using Tomoe for arts looping. It kind of works, but the moment I got Muramasa, yeah, I ended up not using her anymore. Oops. No. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then yeah, and then in September, what did we have in September? Do you remember what we did in September? I think that was Shisho Fest, right? That was Shisho Fest. Forgot about that. Let's not forget about that. So that's the Lotto event, Bunny Fest. Yeah, Bunny Fest. That's when she also gets her animation update and a costume, her bunny costume. So there's that. That was September, pretty much. And then after that was... in October, we really had nothing much happened. I think it was just a Guru Guru rerun, and then that was it. Nothing much happened in October. If you don't have Okita and Hijikata, there's a rate up banner for them. Great, sure. But yeah, nothing much really happened. And then... oh, no, wait. No. It was the Guru Guru rerun, and then we had Guru Guru 5. So yeah, there's that, I guess. Sure. And then in November, I feel like... Oh, right here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It was up here on top. I was looking here at the bottom only. So in November, we have the Nightingale Christmas rerun. Well, late October, early November, we have the Nightingale Christmas rerun. And then in November, what was the event in November? It was Imaginary Scramble in November. I liked the event in the way that it tried to do something new, but the thing is, I felt like it just ran too long. Like the whole, going through using sonar and stuff, like using like the different characters to like reveal parts of the map. That's like great, but the thing is, I felt like it just got too long. And then we have like, you know, we have Yang Gifei on Raid Up, we have Double X on Raid Up, and then we get another foreigner on Raid Up, which is Van Gogh. So the foreigner banner, which is pretty much MHX and Yang, was pretty much bait for, you know, for Van Gogh, who is another foreigner. And also we also get Nemo, so sure, great. I will be trying to roll on this so I can get more copies of Double X, hopefully. I would like to try getting more copies of Double X, so I don't see a reason for me to really roll in January for Yang Gifei if I'm just gonna roll for her, I mean, roll on the banner again in November. So, there's that. And then, Shikibu has a rate up because of download campaign. Do we get anything from the download campaign? I forget, but like, let's not get lost on the tangent too much. And then in December, yeah, December is pretty much, you know, there will be, oh my god, Domon and Ibuki. And then what's the name of the new Lancer? I keep forgetting her name. But like, she is pretty much an arts Lancer. She can sort of Vitra, yeah, there we go. Vitra. So yeah. So, but yeah, like the highlight here, everybody pretty much like, this is the time of year when everybody went from, like, they went from hating Domon to liking Domon because like of this, because of the Lost Belt 5.5 story. So yeah. Then Ibuki Doji is also on Raid Up, who I regret not being able to roll for because, yeah, at this point I was saving up for Muramasa, who was going to be appearing in January. Domon was pathetic in the story. Yeah, but for some reason, everybody after everybody started summoning him, it was probably from the My Room interactions, maybe, or something. I don't know. But like everybody, or at least it seemed like everybody in JP started to like gravitate towards Domon. Domon is apparently very good. Yes, he is. Ibuki is hot, of course, and our first 50% charging saber. Yep. And of course, drawn by Raida, who always does good work. Vitra is hot and a solid arts looping Lancer. Yeah, she can loop fairly decently. But then again, it's you know, with Caster Artoria, it's hard not to be able to loop with an arts AoE servant. Domon voice line is high society gourmet food. Not in the story. Ah, okay, my bad then. It was his character when you get him. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much next year. So pretty much like in quick summary, yeah, this for me, this is my first 5 months of the year. I'm probably not going to be summoning at all. Because like trying to save for Caster Artoria, who might appear in June or July, depending on how they do the schedule. And then I'll try to go for Bunny Artoria. I don't know about like the, you know, next year's summer. Probably won't be rolling. And then maybe I'll try for, you know, Himiko in Gura Gura and then Double X. And then maybe Domon and, you know, in the final servants in December. But the problem is, I have to save for Muramasa by that point. So yeah, Double X will probably be my last banner for next year, depending on like how many Saint Quartz I have left. Because Muramasa, I'll be, you know, saving up for him once once I get more copies of Double X, pretty much. So yeah. Oh, like I do want to try also getting Melt. Where is Melt? She's in the rerun. So yeah, like I'll try to get Bunny Artoria and solo rate up Melt banner or something. Because like I still don't have Melt in NA. That's why I ended up getting additional copies of Bunny Artoria, because I was trying to roll at least one copy of Melt. So yeah. If you can get NP2 Virgil, then fuck Muramasa. Oh, Virgil? You mean this guy? Yeah. So sure. But yeah, that's pretty much my personal plan for next year. We don't know how it's gonna go. We'll see. There's a lot of things that could happen with like the banner releases. We're not sure how it will be treated, because considering that, you know, there was a lot of dead periods during this time, but like that was not entirely the developers' fault, because it was the year, you know, COVID struck, you know, there was lockdowns, all that stuff, you know, trying to, you know, bring everybody up to speed with like working from home, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But yeah, that's like, you know, that's pretty much next year.